Un segundo.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Top Flight Podcast. Welcome back. You know what it is. You know what we're here to do. Bringing you the best of Austin FC, what you need, what you want to hear, your drugs injected to your body, to your veins. Do whatever you want with this content. But we're here to bring it to you. We're here to serve it. Cold, hot, I don't care. Putting it down your throat. Wash your fucking mouth. I got my boy Bali here to my right. I got B to my left. It's like the angel and the devil. You know what I'm saying? I'm caught in the middle of
the dark
dilemma.
side over there. The dark side.
The
But
good side over here.
What's up, B? What up, Bali? How you guys doing?
Feeling great. Feeling wonderful. How you doing, G?
I'm pretty good. I'm feeling lucky to be here. I'm happy to be here with you guys.
I'm ready to talk some football, man. I'm fucking.
Talk some football for sure. Talk some Austin FC. Talk some European football. But that's gonna come later on. You know how the top flight shit works out. But we're coming off of a loss.
Important loss.
Important loss to Minnesota.
Historic, I guess, huh?
Historic.
Yeah.
This puts the nail in the coffin that
Yeah.
sentences Austin FC to no playoffs, first year expansion.
Yeah.
Now, you can say, though, Austin FC is an expansion team. We kind of expected this, but we don't have a bad team, I think, in my opinion. I think if we would have maybe did some things different, we might have sneaked into the playoffs. But, the fact that LA Galaxy beat Portland,
Yeah.
that officially took us out of contention
And
for playoffs.
if I remember correctly, man, if we look back at our previous episodes and we asked ourselves what were like the expectations for our first season, I think all of us said that if we were to make playoffs, would be like exceeding expectations.
Yeah.
I think that we were in the neutral hoping that we'd be at least fighting, It would come down to the last 2-3 games of the season, not this early, but, I wasn't expecting playoffs, so I'm not that hurt about it.
And right now that you're on that point, talking about projections early on, let's remember that, the first 2-3 games, Austin FC, we lost LAFC opening match, went to Colorado, won there, went to Minnesota, won there, right?
Yeah.
That was the last time we had 2 wins back to back. Think about that, guys. That was the last time, right? But check this out. Whenever that happened, a lot of MLS power rankings had Austin FC making it in that number 8 seed. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
Remember that they had us scraping in?
Yeah.
But then the season progressed and Josh Wolf showed his true colors and
Dude,
some players faded in and out.
we
And now we're at the position.
We started off like just hurt, bro. We never really were at full strength ever. Since the beginning, we needed I hate to repeat myself, but like this season overall has been, and we still have lots to play. But since we're limited for playoffs, I guess we're in the right to speak our thoughts about the season because we're not fighting for nothing else except Copa
Pride.
Texas, but we'll talk about that later. We just never really had a good go at it, man. You know what I mean? We always needed a number 9. Drusy came in mid-season. We found out some players are absolute just not going to cut it. Redes, Kekuta. So it's been.
Yeah, you just threw
what I mean?
out there like
Come
that.
on. Come on. Look,
Manny Perez.
Manny Perez.
He's on loan,
but
he's
he's
on
not.
loan,
He's
he's
not
on
meant
loan.
to be.
No, he's here.
Nah, he's on
No,
he's on loan?
from Portland.
But he's not meant to
Oh,
be
you're right.
a
Fine.
role.
Okay, I
He's
got
not
you.
meant to be like a standout role player. He's more like he's
No
more
diss
like a
to
role
him.
player. No diss to him at all.
No diss to him, but he was just a body to fill
Exactly.
a squad that was lacking
It was
so
different.
much depth.
It was different for Redes and Kekuta, bro.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
guys are actual full Austin FC players, especially Redes. So we learned a lot about our players who aren't cutting it. We needed a number 9. Drusy came in, so it was just a big season of just a mess, not being at 100%. And if you're asking me to take one good thing out of this season being limited from playoffs, I'm actually excited for next season, bro.
I'm hella excited.
I'm
for
hella
next season.
excited.
I'm hella excited for now.
Having a full squad and
Now I have 2 different sides to this tale right now. Like I said, I got like the angel on one side and the devil on the other.
Oh, shit, you're the devil, dude.
B is excited solely for the purpose because he knows his project. He knows his team is gonna grow, right?
the progress. Yeah.
And then on this side, Bali is excited for season 2, but to prove everybody wrong, to show that he's right. Because Bali, I want you to bring you in on this because you've been a little quiet. I know me and you saw the game in Minnesota up top with the U13. Shout out to the homies. Shout out to Jay
homies.
Skills.
Hey, I saw that.
Shout
I
out
saw
to
that.
Dylan.
The future.
They were chilling,
Bro,
yeah.
we were
They're
up
the
there.
future, bro.
We were up there chilling with Mini Zanny, Mini Matt Beasler,
Yeah.
Mini Fagu, and Mini Toto.
Stuber. No,
Oh yeah,
Stuber.
Stuber.
U13s,
Yeah.
you said?
U13s.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
were up there
okay.
chilling
Hell
with
yeah,
him. We were
man.
watching the
Hell
game
yeah.
with him, and Bali was sad. Bali was not.
Ollie's
happy.
always
down,
sad,
I
bro.
was
You're
down,
always
I
sad,
was-
bro. You're always down. You just,
I wasn't even like really pissed. I was just sad.
Yeah.
Like
sad,
bottom
bro.
line,
I've never
sad.
seen his energy
it,
like that,
it,
bro.
It hurts me to see you that way, bro.
And
I wasn't even mad, bro.
And real quick, I'm not gonna mention any names, but an Austin FC player hit up that he swiped up on that story
Yeah.
of Bali just like leaning
yeah, I saw
on
that.
right, and he was just
Yeah.
staring onto the field, just like a gaze,
Yeah.
right? And one of the Austin FC players swiped up and he said, "Damn, Bali, I'll feel you."
I want you to feel
I
joy,
feel you,
bro.
bud.
The
I want
players
you
are
to feel
down too,
joy
like me.
supporting this club, bro.
Somebody
Nah, I
asked
don't
that.
enjoy.
Somebody asked that question on Twitter. Has Bali ever experienced true joy as an Austin FC fan?
Enjoyable.
In
Colorado, yeah.
In Colorado.
That's
was the
El mejor del mundo.
Yeah.
El mejor
Like,
del
you were high,
mundo.
dude.
Colorado was by far one of the best days of my
That was a
life.
high.
One of the
That
best
was a
days
high.
of my
And that
life.
was our second game, bro.
That was the
That was our
high.
second game.
Just look
Yeah.
at
That was a
how we
badass
went
day.
from that to where we at right now, where it's kind of like.
But like B
down
said,
here.
it's like we never had a fair shot. And I
Never
also
had a
want to
fair
note
go.
this. MLS refs, do your fucking job better, because one thing is performing when you have the chance of your job. Another thing is your boss, the head of the MLS, sending a letter to Austin FC saying, "Hey, I'm sorry. The ref did a bad job." What is that?
Yeah.
Do your fucking job. You're a professional ref. Why is your boss sending a letter to Anthony Precourt saying that he's sorry for your shit performance at work? Come on, do better.
Yeah.
Do fucking
I mean, it's
better.
historic loss, bro. Officially, although I mean, I knew, you knew, especially, playoffs were not going to happen like weeks ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The
Couple
build,
weeks.
you know, the nails were all in the coffin. The last nail, it was chilling there waiting for like weeks. It was already, it's a set, you know, and it finally went in. And historic loss, Minnesota at home. And, you know, if we want to kind of get into the game, bro.
Let's get it.
Let's get into the game.
Take us through the lineup.
yeah,
Yeah, I know
man.
you got some shit written
I mean,
down.
we had the front three, Ceci on the left, Jite at number 9, Fagu playing on the right, you know.
I love that. I love
Well,
Fagu.
We decided Wolf, one holding midfield. We had Ring doing all the dirty work. You know, in between Romagna and Cascante as the center backs. We had Toto and Drusi Dior as attacking midfielders. They were the ones with, you know, entitled to be more creative. Ring, you know, accepting the fact he's gonna do the dirty work like he does all the time. And we had,
Very creative.
you know, yeah,
very, very.
Zani on the left and Jimenez on the right.
My
right
G.
back. Yeah. So interesting lineup, bro. All offensive as fuck, dude. If I
Yeah,
may
it
say,
was.
we have Toto and Drusi Dior.
This is the
playing.
best we got.
This is a super offensive lineup, bro. And I think so, yeah. I
Bro,
mean,
can I say one thing about the lineup as we build through it, as we progress through it? I want to just highlight Johan Romagna and how great he looks from recent games. Like, he's gotten so
Yeah.
much better, bro. The
Yeah, he
more
has.
comfortable he gets. Because remember when he first started and he was starting, we were like, yo, the guy looks nervous.
Yeah,
just
he
needed
looks
to run
shaky.
games, bro.
He looks
Needed
shaky
to
on the
run
ball.
the
Bro,
games.
he has had some really good, really nice passes, like breaking lines, and he's carried the ball up like a train, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's a
So
big
I just
boy.
want to give a shout out to Johan Romagna for his growth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For his growth and for his mentality as a professional soccer player.
Yeah, I'm just glad we had him because Beasler.
He's not coming back.
He's
not coming back. We also got to talk about
he's not
that.
gonna come back, but to have him step in and do a good job, I think is good. Because had we relied more on Beasler and Cascante and like had, you know, another third option, we'd be in so much worse condition than we are now. But luckily, we had Romagna and Cascante, and they did a pretty good job in the center back. But, you know, offensive lineup by Wolf started the game fucking strong, bro. The first 12 minutes were just non-stop attack from Austin FC. Just right there at the goal, bro. I mean, you had Ceci with a chance in the 8th minute, Jite with a chance, Juicy Dior with a chance, and then,
Bro, you talk about the first 12 minutes. Let's break it down just a little bit, bro, because I have something written down here. I want to highlight minute 8, bro. Quick,
Ceci.
minute 8.
yeah.
Boch steals the ball in the midfield. A lot of people were talking down on Boch. I'm coming
was
out
one of
and
them, bro.
defending Boch in this game, bro. His finishing was shit. We all know that. We all
Yeah.
know that. He missed some clear chances
His
that could
passing
easily
too
been
was
goals.
shady, man.
But he was a good midfielder this game. Listen, minute 8, Boch steals the ball in the midfield. He sees Juicy Dior. He knows Juicy Dior is the more creative, better player, more más hábil. Lays it off to him. Juicy Dior waits for Ceci to make the run. Cecilio makes that killer run. Tyler Miller one-on-one makes a beautiful save.
Yeah.
That fucking kid, dude. Tyler Miller had probably the
Yeah.
game of his fucking life,
He
dude.
did. He really did.
He had the highest rating out of everybody. He was honestly man of the match. Minnesota won because of their keeper. We also, I guess it was a mix of a great keeper and shit finishing by Austin FC.
Great keeper, shit finishing, and shitty calls by the ref.
Oh, shitty, bro. But
yeah, but don't blame it. As people, a lot of people on Twitter have been blaming the refs. Stop blaming the refs, bro. Stop blaming the refs.
That is
Okay,
shit-
the ref could have gave Johan Romagna a red card.
I didn't.
Elbowing,
I don't see
saw it.
that.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
see
You can
that.
say I saw it. He elbowed him. If the ref wants to go to the monitor, straight red to Johan Romagna, we probably lose 3-0.
And homie got a yellow for.
So stop blaming the
Oh, that
refs,
one
okay?
guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did have the horrible call whenever Musa was by himself and he
Yeah.
bodied the guy up and the guy fell. That was a horrible call. I understand
He,
that.
bro, he literally threw him like a
Yeah,
rag
he-
doll.
Yeah, but stop blaming the refs because, yes, the MLS has shit refs, but yesterday's guy, he wasn't that bad. That call of Musa was shit.
I mean, if you want me to put it down to the point, bro, the ref did a
finishing.
shitty job, but you're right. It's not all his fault. I
Yeah.
think, you said it, it's finishing, bro.
The finish,
The lack of finishing is what killed us this game.
gotta
bro,
finish
because
your dinner.
The chances were there. The chances were there. Wolf threw this lineup offensive. The chances were there, bro. It just needed to be finished.
Bro, and those first 12 minutes, bro, let's keep it moving. Minute 10, Boch again, surprise, surprise, recovers a ball on the right side after it's crossed in, and Fagu was just waiting for it, just for the,
Yeah.
to happen. But Tyler Miller gets a punch on it. Toto recovers the ball again, surprise, surprise, crosses in the ball, puts a dime in for a Musa Chitenes by himself, kind of crosses the ball like with his, he changes the ball direction.
Yeah.
Tyler Miller comes up with a badass save. And before the ball hits the ground and Fagundes just taps it in, Tyler Miller, like a cat, bro, just swipes it away from the fucking floor and he sends it into the corner, bro. A double save in fucking midair by Tyler Miller, dog.
Like I
But Boch with a great ball into Musa.
Yeah,
Musa
I mean-
chances are there, bro.
Poch was active. I'm not gonna criticize his lack of work rate. He was running up and down,
Yeah.
trying to get the ball, trying to be a presence. So I give him credit on his performance as far as his
effort.
His effort. And the first half, it was all right. What the criticism that he gets from me is the criticism is the second half, bro.
Oh,
the
yeah.
amount of
Sloppy
chances
passes,
that
sloppy
he
passes.
had, bro.
And bro, if I may say this for the first time, and you guys can quote me on this, for the first time, we saw the press conference. I agree with what Wolf said on most of his press conference, bro. He actually had a good one. He said Pochettino faded. He said he had a great first half, and second half he just faded. I was like, damn, dude, that's so true.
Well, I mean,
Poch faded.
He was still trying to work hard, bro. He was still making the runs. He was making the runs, making the effort that allowed him to be in the positions for him to have a chance at goal. And simple passes were just not going his way. Shots were just not going his way. He wasn't there mentally because effort-wise, physical-wise, stamina-wise, he was running up and down, up and down. That's why maybe people saw like, okay, he's putting in the work, but bro, putting in the work is just one part of your game, bro.
Show me the Carfax.
The quality is what we paid for. A soccer player is gonna come in the club and they're gonna run, bro, and they're gonna be up and down the field because that's what they gotta do. You gotta bring in your side is the quality to finish, the quality to make decent passes, bro. And I was really upset with him on the second half.
Looking at
I agree with Wolf. Surprisingly, I agree with Wolf that Poch did fade away. He did fade away, but not just. Let's just not just put everything on Poch. Cecilio Dominguez, Cecilio Dominguez, bro.
wait, who or Cici?
Play with your heart.
I think
play
he
with the
was,
passion.
bro.
Like you love the shirt, like us, like.
I think he was
Bro,
playing
lazy
with it, bro.
ass. This guy is so fucking lazy, bro. Our most expensive player is so fucking lazy. Why can't he play like Drusi
I don't know,
Dior?
bro.
Hey,
Show skill, show something.
I think he was playing with it,
No,
bro.
he
He
wasn't,
just couldn't
bro.
put it in the back of the
Lazy.
net,
Bro,
bro.
I don't know.
He just
Lazy,
didn't have his
dog.
finishing.
I don't know if you guys remember this
Flopping.
note. I don't know if you remember this note, but a long time ago when season was first starting, bro, they were asking me like what I think about Ceci starting on the left and shit like that, and who should Austin FC have as a left back to pair with Ceci. And I clearly said, and right now you just triggered a memory like just flicked in my brain. I said whoever's on the left side, their defensive rate gotta be super high because Cecilio is not a player that.
And that's
tracks
why
back.
I think Wolf kind of experimented. I don't know. Remember when Lima came back healthy, you would assume that he would take that right spot with Jimenez, but he actually put on the left.
Yeah.
So maybe Wolf was trying to,
And in this press conference, Josh Wolf highlighted the relationship that Hector Jimenez has with Diego Fagundes on that right side.
Yeah.
So they got a lock
they
on
got
that.
swag
On
over
that.
there. They got swag over
on
there.
that right
They
side.
play with swag.
They
They
do.
both play with exactly.
You got 3 MLS Cups in Hector Jimenez, and you got 11 years of MLS experience in Fagundes, which is one of the best youngest players to ever step foot in these.
But
in
I
this
disagree
league.
with the fact that you said that he wasn't playing with like harder or like being
Con ganas.
Con ganas. He was, bro. He just couldn't put it in the back of the net. When the shots came, he shot them right at the goalkeeper. He hit the post in the second half as well. So lack of finishing, bro.
Not good enough.
Lack of finishing is
But
what
he
killed
was
us.
flopping. There was a couple times where he flopped.
his
and then
thing.
he looked at the
That's
ref.
his
The ref was
thing.
like, come on, get up. And he's
That's
like,
his
"Ah."
thing.
The refs
Por
know.
Por eso,
The refs
okay,
know
but
now.
The refs know they know that you flop. So they're not going to give you every single opportunity for you to fall. They're not going to give you a foul, bro.
That doesn't
Okay,
matter,
everybody,
bro.
get up. Let's
Everybody
play.
listen. Everybody listen. I guarantee you that these referees have a group chat either on WhatsApp or Facebook or somewhere.
The refs?
With the refs, where they talk shit about these players. I guarantee you, bro. Some of these refs are most likely buddies. NBA not that long ago had a scandal with refs controlling finals.
They're like, hey,
You know what I'm saying, bro?
ese
You don't think that shit happens in the MLS? You don't think
I
that
mean-
that these refs talk about certain players like, hey, Cecilio Dominguez, watch out with that fool. He's gonna flop all the time.
He's gonna
The thing-
flop.
And honestly, bro, maybe that's one of the reasons why Austin FC gets no calls in favor because they know
Maybe,
that we're a
maybe.
flopping
It's
team
'cause,
with
bro,
Cecilio.
If you're gonna flop, look, I mean, we all played sport here. We all played soccer. We all, like if you're gonna flop, you can't make it so like continuously. You gotta make them count.
Yeah.
Whenever, like, if you do it for every
It's
single
kind of like
one,
the boy who cried wolf.
exactly. If you're doing it for every single tackle, when there's a tackle, that, oh shit, you could get a penalty here, and you fucking flop. The ref is like, oh, these dudes been flopping all game. Save them for the real ones.
Yeah.
Save them for the real opportunity ones. Don't do it every single. You don't need to do it when you're in the
So
mid.
true, bro.
You don't need to do it in the middle of the field, bro.
Yeah.
Do it in the box if you want to. Do it outside the box for a free kick opportunity. You're in your own half doing it, And
Yeah.
but like I said, look, I'm not surprised.
Those are fucking tactics.
I'm
Those
not
are
surprised.
those are shady tactics that you learn in
And then-
barrio football.
and the America way.
It's you learn about it in
what
football.
pisses me off is just that's our most expensive player.
Get used to it.
Brucey
bro.
When you
is
look
our
at a
most
most expensive
expensive,
player in
bro.
the team, you look at, bro,
I
this
think it
guy
might be
is
Brucey.
this guy's a hard worker. He's the best. He shows up every single game. This guy flops. He keeps flopping. Okay, he scored 2 goals the last week. Yay! But they were really right there. Easy.
was-
but
bro,
bro, he
Easy
played
goals.
at a
Those 2
position
goals-
half the season. More
those
than
two
half
People
the
keep
season.
coming at Toto, but let's come at
Both.
Ceci.
They-
Come at
they
Ceci
both.
because
All right,
both
all
this
right.
guy,
Yeah.
big money, G, big
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
And that money comes from who? Me, you, the fans.
Essentially, we
The fans.
we
No,
put money in the
fans.
pocket.
Keep it real. We pay for their
Look, Precourt pulled out the loan, and we're helping them repay that loan.
We're paying for the money.
Precourt sold Columbus.
No, I'm not saying
he-
like a literal loan.
Okay,
I meant like he's the one that dropped the bag,
Yeah.
and he's gonna want that investment in return, and we're providing the return
He's
by
like
going to
the
the games.
Newcastle owners.
Oh no,
Because why? Why? What are the Newcastle
Nah,
owners
I'm not. Don't get me on that because I'm not a big fan of that takeover in Newcastle, bro. That guy that took over Newcastle
We're gonna get
is
into
a
that later.
fucking piece of
we're gonna,
shit.
We're gonna get into
All
that
right?
later. All right.
All right.
I wanna keep going. I wanna keep going because first we started talking about Poch.
Yeah.
We were saying good things about him. We were saying bad things about
And
him.
he brought up a good point. Ceci deserves his fair share of criticism for this
and
game
that's
as
where
well.
I'm going. That's
Yeah,
where I'm
yeah.
going. We brought in Ceci. We talked about Ceci's rights and Ceci's wrongs. Right now, another player that I want to highlight that was completely flying under the radar and he was playing a shit game was Alex Ring. When are we going to talk about Alex
Well,
Ring's
I
shit
mean,
game?
we can bring it up because
That was his worst game of the season yesterday, boys.
And
Straight up.
Does it take into account the fact that he was alone in that holding midfield? I don't know. Look, it's Ring.
Yes, you did
It's-
have that dilemma.
Yeah, it's Ring. Ring is down to do the dirty work. He's down to put in the work, throwing elbows, being in there.
Casemiro.
Yeah, Casemiro. But he's by himself. And Toto, you could tell, bro. Juicy, he knows his role. Toto was a guy that maybe come down and give him a hand, but Toto wants to play like Juicy Dior wants to play. So this is a personal dilemma with me. If we're gonna go ahead and try to play with a one holding midfielder, when we play teams that are good, it's not gonna be enough, bro. It's not gonna be enough. That's why this whole Kervin.
That's what
his last
Arriaga.
I told you. My G,
Arriaga.
Kervin. My
so
G.
so the fact that they're looking
Dirty.
at
I love it.
he's there, you know what I mean?
Fucking love it.
The fact that Reina and maybe Wolf are kind of looking into another rugged, defensive, work-rated midfielder.
Allegedly.
Maybe, allegedly.
They don't want to comment on it.
Maybe they want to go with this 2 holding. And, I'm in a dilemma because I want to see a 1 holding midfielder and have 2 creative attacking players, offensive, let's do it. But is that the right move? Maybe having 2 holding midfielders is the way and having Juicy Dior as a cam. But guess what? Toto's not going to be that second holding midfielder. He's not going to come down and do the defensive work.
Yeah, he's not going to do that.
Danny's too young. Maybe you can mold him to be that sort of player, but he's not going to be that.
Berhalter. Little
Berhalter is still also young, so you could decide to mold these guys to become that ring eventually, but you need that now, bro. So maybe
Yeah.
that's the reason why they're going
feel
for
you.
Kevin.
I feel you. I feel
And
you.
maybe that falls into a. But look, the mistake that he had giving the ball back to Cascante and then
Sloppy.
getting picked off by Minnesota right after we just dominated the beginning of the game. Mistake by Ring, and
Dude,
he
and
has someone else.
just
to
by
blame.
just by looking at their body language when the ball hit the back of the net, dude, they were all like mentally like,
Damn.
fuck.
Like
We're playing
again,
so
fuck
high.
again.
Yeah,
Again.
yeah.
Bro, and you know a crazy stat that I saw today when I was doing my research, doing the final touches, the final notes for the Top Flight podcast, because we take this shit for real.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? We
Yeah.
we try to bring you guys some badass shit. Austin FC has one clean sheet in the last 18 games. That contributes to the fact that we're not in playoffs, which leads to the point that we got to spend in defense this next one.
Which is why maybe they're getting another
So-
defensive midfielder.
There goes
So
to
And
your
I'm
point.
down. So
Adds to
fuck
your
it.
point.
I'm down.
No doubt about, and that's
We-
why I was surprised after our interview after the game where you were shocked that I said if Reina and Wolf don't go out there and get who we need, they should be out.
I
be
don't
surprised
agree
about
with
that.
Reina.
If they
no.
don't go out
No,
there, if they don't
no.
go out there.
Look,
This
and
is why
get-
people say what
if
they say,
don't go
bro.
out there-
Look, I
if
give
they
you
don't
that.
go out
People
there-
say what
if
they
don't
say.
go out
Look,
there-
I give you that. You
if
were
they
out.
don't go out there and get who we need,
They are.
they should leave.
They're gonna
They're
go
not-
out there and shop. But look, I give it to you. You were outside the stadium right after the game. That's the whole point
Emotional.
of exactly. That's
Emotional.
The whole.
But
That's the whole
am I
point.
Going through
wrong?
it.
That's
Going
the,
through it.
Am
That's
I
the whole
wrong,
point
though?
of
A little bit.
That's the whole point of We
How
Are
am I
Austin TV. We want to catch you in the emotion right at the game.
I'm not wrong.
But when you said right now, bro, all right, look, he's emotional right now.
If
But
he-
come on, bro.
So if we get nobody in for next
no, no,
season,
no.
if we get
It's-
no change, so
It's not
right
gonna
now-
happen, bro. We're
Okay,
gonna
we're
get
gonna get
players.
I'm
players.
not telling you
Okay,
if
what
that
if
happens.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
That's us.
So
That's
what?
us.
That's-
Ridiculous.
Okay, then there you
Ridiculous.
go. All
But
right,
there's
then.
no
So
way
you should
that's
get the
gonna
focus.
happen,
There's no
bro.
way.
Okay, we'll
There's
see.
no way that we're not gonna
We'll
bring
go
in
out there and get who we need.
recruitments.
Kervin. Dale,
Yeah,
we're-
but come on. No,
Okay,
no, no.
now that we're on the subject of Kervin
Yeah.
had 2 games, World Cup qualifiers, important fucking games.
Yeah.
He's the leader of his team. He didn't do shit. I tried to get
And
stuff from his game.
I try to defend him in the fact that maybe it's the system that Honduras play. They play like they played against the U.S.
They
played
also
against
just
them.
fired their coach and hired somebody new.
Exactly.
I saw
Maybe
him
that
play
style of
good.
play it doesn't suit him because the Honduras are like, bro, we're gonna defend for our fucking lives and maybe catch you on a counter and then kick the shit out of you when you're trying to attack and then maybe end 1-1. Maybe nick a goal at the end or something. That's the style of play that they decided to go with this new coach. Maybe they don't like that. That's why they fired him. All right, but that style of play maybe doesn't suit him. He's a defensive, midfielder. So
2 things you could do with him, Tubi, is we can rate him off of his World Cup qualifiers, which weren't good,
Yeah.
or we can go back a little further and rate him off his U23 Olympic qualifiers, which he was a key piece for the team. And they beat the U.S. men's national team. But you can argue that the U.S. men's national team took a shit squad to the Olympic qualifiers.
And I want to give a shout out to Tom
Who ended up
Benz.
winning that, though? Who ended up winning that, though? Mexico did.
Yeah, and then
Didn't
and
get the goal,
Things
though.
went to shit after that. I
Didn't
mean,
get the goal, though. Cordoba. Shout out to Cordoba, Alexis Vega, Antuna. This is my boys.
Yeah, and I want to give a shout out to Top Benz because he gave us a lot of insightful information on Kedwin. He kind of convinced me just the way that he
Yeah.
spoke on him. And if that's the way that Reina wants to take it, if that's the way that Wolf wants to go, having 2 holding, giving Ring a partner, giving Ring another guy that's gonna put in the dirty work to give Juicy Dior more freedom, more creativity, then I'm down, bro. I'm down for that. You know?
Like I said, and I told a lot of people, I would love Kervin. I've seen him, little bit that I've seen. I like the guy. I saw him against Mexico. People were criticizing him, saying that he didn't nothing special. I saw him make good tackles. Took the ball away from Chucky. Showed heart. He's playing against shit players. He's the only guy out there showing something. I would like Kervin. Like I said, I would have the jet ready for him.
wild
Honduras
boy.
after that game, I would have had him. I would have flown him out, explained him what were the plan, and I would have signed him.
You
Bro,
gotta-
shout out to
He
my
is
boy.
better.
Hey.
He is better than anything that we have. He is young. He comes from nothing. Honduras. He wants to come out here and show out.
He's a
I'm
bit of a
telling you.
dick, though, ain't he?
A bit
wants
is
to-
lightly. A bit is putting it lightly.
He's a bit of a
He
dick,
wants
bro.
to- we need all the
Se
the
cree la
time
gran
that we
verga,
can
güey.
get.
Se cree la gran
Bro,
verga.
Yeah,
but
he-
he is a really good player playing. And I'm sorry to my homie Top Ben Charlotte.
Hey, shout out
Yeah.
Top Benz.
Shout out to our boy
before we
George.
just throw this heat on you, shout out Top Benz, bro.
Shout out to Top Ben
But he
90.
ain't,
Follow him
like
on
you
Twitter.
were saying, he's
it's
not-
it's a shit league where he's at. It's a shit
and,
fucking
and,
league,
a lot,
bro.
and a lot of
Yeah.
people are saying shit league, but if you look at his goals, they're not shit goals like tap-ins.
Yeah,
they're golazos,
Yeah,
bro.
golazos.
Free
They are,
kicks
they are.
from far,
He has
golazos.
to. He has to,
So
yeah.
it's not. So I see something in him, and I would
But
really
also,
want him.
The
I would really-
goalkeeper that probably he scored it on probably had a day job, so
He's probably like a taxi driver
Pero
during
son
the day.
golazos, though.
Yeah,
Son
yeah,
golazos.
golazos, yeah.
He's
And they're
probably-
not
yeah.
easy. They're
And
not, those aren't easy.
I understand your
He probably works at a
eagerness
meat
to like,
market.
hey, try, because you want to bring
But
in.
you
but
gotta
gotta
think
do it
about it.
smart.
You
You gotta
gotta
be
think
smart
about
about
it.
it, bro.
I
You
would
can't
love
just
to
throw
see him in
money
the
at
midfield.
it.
I would love to see him in that midfield.
Look,
I would love to see him.
The key thing that I got out of all of this is getting a little insight on Reina. Oh, okay, maybe they want to play with two holding. That's the main key. Regardless of Kevin or whoever they look at, that's what I got out of it. And I'm down.
And
Yep.
to end the discussion on Curran Arriaga, I want to say that Minnesota United publicly made it official that they're looking into him. One of their official, like their Chris Bills pretty much,
Yeah.
tweeted that they were looking into him, shit like that. And then Josh Wolf was asked about Curran Arriaga. If I'm not mistaken, it was
Yeah.
by Sebastián Herrera from Club Deportes,
Yeah, I
which
see
I'd like
that.
to take this moment to say shout out to Club Deportes and this beautiful production in this
Yep.
badass studio.
Family.
Because the show doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Top Flight Podcast is
Will-
going to keep on going.
We will live
For
on.
real.
We will live on, bro.
We ain't going to stop.
We're surviving.
The show goes on. The show
Right.
goes on.
Hell yeah, bro.
You know? So,
sure,
hey,
for
shout out to Club Deportes. The production here is beautiful. The hospitality is insane.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Shout out Club
You already
Deportes
know,
for sure.
right?
Yeah.
But, you know, pretty much Minnesota made it public. They're making a move on Curran Arriaga. It's still up in the air if Austin FC has his discovery rights.
Yeah, we got dibs.
If we do, they got to pay us $50K.
50K.
50K.
Fuck it.
Josh Wolf might
Which is-
need a new Tesla.
Which is weird. Which is
You know.
weird because this is an MLS thing, calling dibs on a player, bro. You know what I mean? Like I never heard of that till, you know, obviously we're
That's
Austin.
shady. That's like saying, no, you can't have him because
call
I
dibs.
discovered him.
Hey,
That's such an American thing. Like
Yeah,
that's
it
like,
really
bro,
is. It
that's
really
like-
is.
hey,
It
that's
really
like-
is,
that's
bro.
like,
It really
boom.
is.
That's some nice
Yeah.
land you got there. It'd be a shame if somebody discovered it. Fucking Columbus.
this mine now.
You know what I'm saying? Well, technically Columbus wasn't American. I'm sorry. He was. I think he was Italian, working for the Spanish crown.
He was Italian. He went to Spain and asked him to let him give him more money so he
He
can.
wanted a bag, I think.
He wanted a bag to supply a ship to go find India. You know, make
Yeah.
a shortcut. Make
And
some
he
money.
and you fucking failed. You fucking failed, Columbus. You didn't find India. I'm just saying. Fucking idiot.
But
But
yeah.
anyways, moving on, bro. Eliminated from playoffs.
Officially
Minnesota and
historic.
Portland put that final coffin. Surprise, surprise. We didn't make playoffs in the first year expansion. Maybe
Yeah.
year two.
It didn't hurt me as much as probably killing this guy, but
I mean, I said it 3 months ago, so it wasn't really a surprise to me. I've been saying it.
you gotta
so
try to find joy.
about
bro.
time that people.
You gotta-
about time that people woke up.
You gotta
and
try to find
realized.
joy, my boy.
So now that mathematically it's over, now people, oh, we're out of play.
Bro,
Whatever,
and I want a quick note again. Sebastián Herrera, the reporter from Club Deportes. Another good question he asked in the presser. The press conference was good this time around.
Uh-huh.
Everybody had good questions, but Sebastián, he asked him. He was like, "Hey, Josh Wolf, the season's over. What's your next move? What are you thinking about? Are you thinking of year two? What's up?" Short and sweet. I like this question. And Josh Wolf said he pretty much gave him a short answer. He's like, "Look, all I know, bro, is we got a game on Wednesday. We're playing San Jose, and pretty much we're gonna try to beat them." Typical answer.
He's mad. He's mad. He's mad.
He's mad.
He's
He's mad.
upset.
And I guess we
He
could
feels the
we
pressure.
could talk about the San Jose game. I mean,
Yeah.
my big question for the San Jose game is what's gonna be Wolves' approach? Because look, as crazy as this sounds, we're eliminated from playoffs. Like I'm asking Wolf, don't do nothing. Do the logical thing here, and I don't know what that means yet, but we don't want to like okay. So the Colorado game where he just flat out, and we weren't eliminated from playoffs of the game. He flat out said,
So why did he do that? Why didn't?
Good question. You know, is he gonna? Are we gonna see that against San Jose? This is if he does that against San Jose, that would be. I'm more like okay.
Now,
Understand?
I want
know
to
what I
point
mean?
out two things, and y'all can react on it, okay? Number one, San Jose's playoffs hopes essentially ended in last weekend's loss against LAFC. They could win all 5 remaining games, get some help, and make it in, of course, but they're just too inconsistent to embark upon that kind of run, and that's from MLSsoccer.com. So playoffs for them are pretty much out the question. Playoffs for Austin FC
That's
are out the question.
So what's the
My second point, real quick, B. Musa Jite, Cecilio Dominguez, and Diego Fagundes all were pictured getting the board on Austin FC Air onto their destination in San Jose. Now, cheeky move by the Austin FC admin. Nothing flies over my head, whoever you are. I don't know who you are, but nothing flies
He's
over my
probably from
head. I'm
Cali.
watching your every move, okay? I noticed the pictures you posted and why you posted them. So the Austin FC pesky reporters won't put Josh Wolf in the hot seat and say, "Wait, why aren't you telling us what's going on behind the scenes?" Clearly, we see Gite, Fagundes, and Cecilio, and Julio Cascante, which was thrown in there. Shout out to my boy, Cleats right there, are all traveling to Colorado. I'm sorry, not Colorado. Damn, I'm still fucking scarred. Are traveling to San Jose, right?
Yeah.
So the next question is, and shout out to Katie. She asked us on Twitter. She's like, but are they going to play, though? Which goes to your point, B. Neither teams have playoff hopes.
Yeah, I say
Who's
why?
going to fucking play?
I say do the Colorado. Now it's actually fucking makes sense, bro.
Yeah.
Now it's give
makes
Gaines
sense.
a run. Give Redes, get your ass on the field.
Manny Perez,
work
goalie.
work for your fucking money. You're gonna make $400,000 this year. Get on there and work for that fucking money, bro. Throw in Kekuta. Give him a shot. You know what I mean? Give
Owen Wolf needs to debut, bro.
Owen Wolf. Give Owen Wolf a fucking run. You know what I mean?
Our producer of the pod, shout out to our boy George Cruz Deportes. He just mentioned, it was like, when is Owen Wolf gonna make his debut? Is this
I
the
wanna
perfect
see-
game,
I'm-
bro?
And
I
I'm
wanna see
down.
Owen.
And if he does that, if he does what he did against Colorado for this game, this makes sense. It didn't make sense against Colorado, bro. I understand that.
Didn't
Now-
make sense in Dallas.
It didn't make sense in Dallas. Now it makes sense. And I would be so shocked if we pulled out a front, like, attacking squad.
For what?
Exactly. Look, maybe he wants to build momentum, but for what? Exactly.
what?
And then somebody gets hurt.
That's what I was going to get to. That's what I was going to get to.
word.
Wolf, do not fuck the rest of the season up by,
What do you mean the rest of the season up? For what? There's
Like-
no season.
like, as far as getting a player injured.
Okay, yeah.
You're going to fuck up, you know, getting your, you know, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to get hurt.
Yeah.
The main key of this rest of the season, in my opinion, I'm not a coach. I'm nobody. I just talk about the sport, right?
Only in FIFA.
Only in FIFA. The main point is to keep the players healthy for the remaining of the season. If you want to give the fans a showing and maybe go out and do it for the derbies, do not do it against San Jose. Do it, rotate, bro.
I like
Rotate
that
and
word.
rest.
I like that word you just used.
Yeah, rotate and rest for San Jose. Like you were complaining about the fly over to Colorado. This is a little bit longer flight. Let's rest them up, bro. I'm down.
You see how dumb this coach is, bro. You see how you everything that you're saying is
My
the
guy,
flight,
Bro,
my
he
guy,
the flight,
my
the
guy,
flight that's long. Bro,
my guy.
looks
He's
so
learning, my
stressed.
guy.
He looks so
he's
stressed,
a
bro.
fucking idiot, bro.
He
This
looks so
guy-
stressed.
What?
He's not
Why?
having a good time.
Like I'm
I
telling
hope
everyone.
I hope he rotates and rests.
Everyone on the top flight, everyone that's been listening, I want someone to DM me and please explain to me why.
You're asking for
why was he
trouble.
resting?
They're asking for trouble.
Why was he resting
Please
those
don't,
players? Why was he resting those players?
Hey,
to give
we
us
don't know.
to give us the performance at home. And what happened at home?
We barely
We
beat.
lost.
We're also
we
like,
lost. We lost. So why did you do that, bro? Why?
All right, bro.
You should do it now.
Mistake after
Talking
mistake
about-
after
ta-
mistake
talking
after
about
mistake with
derbies.
this fucking guy. I'm done with him, bro.
Talking about derbies, talking about rotations. One of the last couple of things I want to talk about the Austin FC segment, bro. We want to get into it. Something that's been on the Twitter TL, the recent couple of days, is Copa Tejas.
yeah.
Copa
I
Tejas.
mean,
Be your point earlier. You were saying that you want to see rotation in this next game, but in the derbies, Houston and Dallas,
I wouldn't
Copa
mind.
Tejas. Shout out to my boy Derek. I hit him up earlier. I was like, bro, can you? I'm kind of busy right now. I didn't get a chance to, look up the Copa Tejas standings. So I was like, hey, bro, do you know the standings? Let me know
Because
ASAP.
it is kind of shady, bro. It's different.
It's weird.
It's different. It's different on Twitter. It's different on their website.
Yeah.
So it's what's going on here. You know
So
what I mean?
he said, he was like, hey, I don't know the exact number, but I do know this. He said, if we win the last two games,
Dallas
we
and-
win Copa Tejas.
We beat Houston coming
Yeah.
up next Sunday because we play San Jose on Wednesday. If we beat Houston on Sunday and we beat Dallas, we win Copa
We win
Tejas.
Copa Tejas. That's like,
What a nice way to end the
that's
season.
cool, bro. That's like
Yeah.
an little chip.
I fuck with it. I'm actually on the. That's what I'm saying, bro. You rest them up against San Jose, bro. Rest them
Yeah.
up. Give Gaines a run. Give Redes a gun. Kekuta, and then bring the boys for the derby at Q2 Stadium.
That's what we
against
care
Houston.
about.
Exactly,
I could give
bro.
two fucks about San Jose's
Yeah,
team, bro.
exactly,
Less
bro.
about San Jose.
Exactly.
Who fucks
Our
about
playoffs
San
is
Jose?
over. Let's take this Copa Tejas seriously for the fans, and let's end this season with a little glimmer of
Bro.
something bright.
Let's beat Dallas so we can make memes of Lil Smoothie.
I don't care what happens.
Big smooth. That,
I don't care what happens, but we better win Copa Tejas. We better win Copa
I'm
Tejas.
sorry.
Hey,
I'm
okay.
sorry.
We better win.
The fans that are listening to the Top Flight podcast, I want to ask you guys, and I want you to reply to us on Twitter with hashtag Top Flight.
or
Do
comment.
you care? Comment. Do you care about Copa Tejas? Yes or no? And make a hashtag Top Flight or tag us Top Flight or We're Austin TV.
You should.
Do you care about Copa Tejas?
I do.
B.
I care. I care about it, bro.
Vale.
Bro, this is Austin, Texas. We're in a derby with
Mama.
with Dallas and Houston, bro. This means a lot, bro, to Austin natives. I
Bro,
know.
and don't forget, Houston punched one of our supporters, bro.
Yeah.
They got
Bro,
physical with it, bro.
Born and raised in Austin, Copa Tejas should mean everything to you.
Yes.
All these idiots online that I see that don't care about this cup aren't from Austin.
That's
So
true,
who gives
bro.
a fuck what they say?
Austin-
Yeah.
Austin
Who
has a lot of
cares
people
what they
that-
say?
But-
They don't feel what I feel when we take a L. They don't feel what I feel. They don't feel
Yeah,
what you
they're-
feel. They
they're
don't
not-
feel what you feel.
they're-
Primo, they don't feel what you feel.
Primo,
Mikey George, they
Primo.
don't feel what you feel, G.
Do you
So
care about
fuck
Copa
what they
Tejas?
have to say.
Wait, Primo's trying to show us something. What you trying to show?
And I'm just trying to show y'all. So Houston Dynamo has 8 points. FC Dallas has 8 points. Austin FC has 3 points. But Houston Dallas don't play each other.
Yeah. So we
So we get
we have to win out.
the 2 wins.
Yeah, we win.
We get 9 points.
Yes.
We win. We win. And now
So what
So
Primo,
we okay.
so what Primo said, I couldn't hear him in the mic, but he said that FC Dallas has 8 points, Houston has 8 points, and we have 3. But if we beat them, they don't play each other anymore. But if we beat them, we play Houston, we beat them. We play Dallas, we beat them.
It's in our hands.
It's in our hands.
It's in our hands to play Copa Tejas. And fuck the playoffs. Fuck
Wait.
the Shield. Copa Tejas, I'm all out for it. I'm all in for Copa Tejas.
I'm all in
bro.
for Copa Tejas.
I'm
bro.
all in for Copa Tejas.
it's a derby, bro. It's Texas, Dallas, Houston. We don't like these people. We want to beat them.
Yeah.
We want to be the best in Texas. Austin, Texas, baby.
Yeah.
Get it through your fucking head. Like,
Bro,
what the
and-
fuck is wrong with
and
these people?
you know what's also
online?
crazy, bro?
What is
I've-
wrong with y'all, bro?
I've seen a lot of other teams celebrate like their regional cup. Like I think Seattle has one with the Timbers. The Colorado Rapids have one with like Real Salt Lake. That's like the Rocky Mountain Cup. Like they all have regional little cups. bro. This
and
is ours.
It's a supporters like pushed cup.
Somos el equipo de las 5-12.
Exactly.
Listos verdes
people
a
that-
ganar.
on your point, people there are like, oh man, we don't give a fuck about this. You're not invested like we are, bro. You're not.
Exactly.
You're not
They don't-
invested in the culture here. You didn't grow up here. You know what I'm saying? So maybe, and I'm not saying for everybody. Not everybody that
There are
doesn't-
some natives
there
that
are-
don't care about
Fakes,
Copa
nah,
Tejas.
call it
Natives that
how
don't
they see
care.
it. Fakes.
There
G.
are some natives.
There are some natives.
There are
that
some
maybe
natives
don't care.
that see it as
And
minimal.
maybe there are some non-natives that do care. But the point is that like if you are a native, you should care, and I care. I care about this.
If
this
you're
cup.
born and raised here in Austin, why would you want to lose to Dallas and Houston, bro?
Exactly, bro.
Why would you want to lose
Look,
to them?
bro. Copa Tejas sticker right here, bro.
Exactly.
Copa Tejas, let's win this shit at least.
Let's win
Wolf,
that shit,
if you're
bro.
listening to this, Austin FC players, if you're listening to this, somebody, or the many people that work for Austin FC, either in security or in the offices that listen to this podcast, because I know you guys watch us.
They keep
Win,
tabs.
win Copa Tejas.
Please win Copa
Win
Tejas.
Copa
Hey,
Tejas.
you know what I want for the rest of the season?
Yeah.
For this season, what I would want, regardless, is going to be what Wolf wants. But what I want is to give the bench a run. Give the guys that didn't get any PT. Give the guys that you're not
Maybe
sure
give
about.
Reyes a chance.
Give them a chance against San Jose. Give them a chance. Whoever the fuck we go play away. But bring in the top dogs when we play Houston and we play Dallas, and that's it. The rest of the games, give Kekuta and Redes. Like I
Owen.
keep bringing them up.
Owen.
Or give Owen his debut.
Brady
You know,
Scott.
whatever. It doesn't matter. But Houston and Dallas, bro, bring Drusy
Brady
Dior,
Clean, yeah.
put in Ceci, put in Gite, and let's get that dub.
Let's win Copa Tejas.
And that's
G.
if the
Let's
season
win
ends
Copa
with us
Tejas.
winning Copa Tejas and being able to see the bench play some more minutes. I'm still excited for next year, bro.
On the
And I
eight.
hope a lot of fans can relate to Bali, because this feels different for me. This feels different for me. All right,
I'm
This
just,
feels
know.
different for me.
I just,
And
I don't know.
you need to be more happy,
we
bro.
need to go all out and be and win Copa Tejas.
You need to
all right?
support blindly.
Support blindly.
No, bro.
Support blindly.
Oh my god.
Support blindly,
I
bro.
can't
Hey,
believe people out there
hey,
that
be you
Hey,
know.
hey, support it blindly, guy. Bro, wherever you at, bro, you're a fucking idiot. Dog.
Hey,
Why
chill,
would you
chill.
tell? Why would you
Hey,
tell me that,
he
bro?
cool, he
Why would
cool.
you tell
I
me?
don't-
I don't know who he is.
He cool though. He
but
cool.
why would you tell me that?
I don't think
bro?
he had a
My
picture of himself. He had like.
Man. I don't know.
think he
Hey,
had a
I don't
logo.
know who he is, G. I don't know, man.
You were shook.
Pop up. DM me or
Everybody was
something, G.
shook on that because he said the reason why I bring it is because he said it in a space.
And that was a big space.
Bro, it was a
Three
big
people-
space.
It was a big space.
Bro, 3 people DM me and told me, bro, did that guy really told you that? Is that guy okay? I'm like, bro, I don't know, dog.
He
But
cool,
shit,
he cool, he
Hit
cool
him up.
people, he
Hit-
cool
DM
people.
him or something. Tell him, hey, you
He cool
IG or
people.
what?
He cool
Hey,
people.
okay, fuck
He
it.
he kind of looks like Pollo FC guy.
I,
Little bit,
I, don't-
I
I don't know
think.
who he is, dog, but hey, man,
He cool,
reevaluate
he cool.
your brain or something, dog, because I don't know, dog.
I think
But
I met him one
want-
time.
I
One time
wanna
outside.
show-
of
I
the
I
don't
want
know
to.
that.
I want to
I
tell
just-
everybody on the Top Life podcast, if you feel like Bali, love Austin, born and raised, love it with all your heart like me, then when you see those people that don't care about Copa Tejas, don't even interact with them, G. Don't even talk to them or nothing. To the side, the real right here, the real,
The real.
the real.
And on that note, I just want to say, Austin FC, Josh Wolf, FC Dallas, Houston, they're going to come out with Pepe. They're going to come out with Darwin Quintero because they want to beat Austin. Because they want their fans to have some joy. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to take a quick break. We're gonna come back with the European segment of the Top Flight podcast. We got a lot to talk about. Chelsea, some shit with Sheriff. B has some takes on that. But we're gonna bring in Primo. He'll be here with me to my right, and we'll be back
G.
in just a quick second. Thank you for listening to the Top Flight podcast. You already know. Welcome back to the Top Flight podcast. You know what it is. You know what we're here to do. We're getting on the Top Flight jet, and we're flying across the motherfucking Atlantic, and we're landing in London, England, where I guess you could say it's safely blue.
Yes, sir.
It's safely blue.
Yes, sir.
We are top of the league. Yes, we are top of the league is what Chelsea fans would say. And on that note, I want to bring in B. But first, we got to introduce my boy. My boy
Primo.
with the hat. My boy with the hat.
With the free hat, bro.
Yes,
Actually,
sir.
I didn't even get there in time to get free hat.
How'd you get it?
that one?
They hooked me up with it.
Who did?
Don't
Don't tell me it was Nolvis and Daniel.
Nah, bro.
Okay, because I was about to get real
Apparently,
pissed.
you could have get more than one, bro.
They had 5.
Apparently, you could
Whoa,
get
whoa,
more
wait,
than
Them fuckers
one,
had
bro.
5. Them fuckers had 5 and didn't give me one. How are you not going to give the host of the Top Flight and the one that's in it for Austin TV, you're not going to give him a hat?
That was funny how you like, you give me one. He's like, absolutely and fucking not.
Hey, that's why whenever Danny was trying to bring him in, I cut him off. I was like, all right, cool.
Nah,
Get out of here.
but you know what I'm saying.
Get out of here, kid. But hey, shout out to my boy Primo. We got a lot to talk about.
Brother, what's up?
But B,
Yes, sir.
bringing you in on that Chelsea note.
I mean,
Tell us what is going on
There's-
with the Blues.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Chelsea fan and the Top Flight crew. I watched the Chelsea game against Brentford, and there was a lot of EPL action this weekend, but I caught that game, and Chelsea win 1-0 with a badass goal by Ben Chilwell. Volley, side foots it with his left foot.
Is he left-footed? Is that his most
Yes,
able foot?
he's left-footed. He's
Okay.
both, honestly. But the big takeaway from the Chelsea game was the freaking siege that Brentford gave. I mean, it was an onslaught by Brentford at Chelsea in the second half, bro.
And it's Brentford, a team that I'm
It
like,
was Brentford. And to be fair, Chelsea did start with Calaba, Academy center back, and Sarr making his Premier League debut as a center back as well, with Christensen in the middle. So no Rudiger,
Gamble.
no Thiago Silva, no none of that, our best center back. So understandable, shady at the back. But I've yet to see, not only this season, maybe last season, maybe 3-4 seasons ago, I can't remember the last time that I seen Chelsea just getting absolutely dominated by Brentford, bro. For 25 minutes, it was
by Brentford. Yeah, I mean, I imagine never.
yeah. I mean, even by like the likes of
anybody.
like anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For like 25 minutes in the second half, the ball was literally in the box. Chelsea was trying to just boot it out. Brentford back at it. In the box, Chelsea just booted out. Brentford back at it, bro. It was just nonstop.
On some lead shit.
On some Leeds shit. They were just nonstop. And if it wasn't for Mendy having one of the biggest performances that he's had in the Chelsea shirt, we would have definitely lost that game, bro. He had a prime Navas moment of just saves after saves after saves, taking it in the face, dude. Just
Yeah, I saw that.
everything.
I saw
He
that.
was just, bro, had a hell of a game.
You remember
know
that
what I mean?
Geico commercial where the goalie gets hit in the face by penalties?
Yeah.
And he keeps getting hit in the face?
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
Troops made a meme. He said Mendy.
Yeah.
Because he kept getting hit in the fucking face. Or he got
Yeah.
hit once in the face or whatever. But 2 things, bro,
Yeah.
from what you just said. Number 1, Mendy blackballed from the
Ballon d'Or shortlist.
from that list. Blackballed.
It's fucked
Blackball.
up.
Weird.
He's the first African goalkeeper to win the Champions League, bro.
Weird. I don't know what goes into that.
But look,
we all know UEFA shady.
It's a French.
We
The
all-
French
we all
control the
know- we all
Ballon
know they're
d'Or. They're
fucking
on some other,
assholes.
they're on
And
some other shit.
The second note I wanted to make, B, and Primo, you might have a take on this, is that in Europe, it's funny how we have Navas on a high.
Yes.
And
yes.
in the CONCACAF region, all the commentators that have a voice in this area, they all try to downplay Navas.
That's how it is, bro.
They all try to say that he's a good goalkeeper in the zone. No, motherfucker. He's the best goalkeeper in CONCACAF. What do you think about that, Pri?
I have to agree, bro. I mean, how many Champions League?
3 seguidas con el Real
With what
Madrid.
team?
And he went to the final the year after with PSG. He lost it to
You
Bayern.
can
though.
never forget that 2014 World Cup performance, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
And but that's the
Yeah.
vibe in CONCACAF, bro. They're almost like
Costa Rica went
I don't wanna
far
s-
that year. I remember that
yeah,
shit.
they had a
I
badass
remember
game,
that
had a badass World Cup. But
Brian Reeves did good.
yeah, the thing about the CONCACAF attitude, it's kind of it sucks, but it's the
They don't
type
even
of
got
vibe.
VAR.
It's the type of vibe
Yeah,
that they
it's
give,
crazy.
bro.
Bro,
It's
do you
almost
know
like
why?
they're
Do you know why some of those stadiums don't have VAR?
supposedly because they don't have the
They don't have the funds to
they
pay
don't have
for
the
it
funds,
for the
yeah.
installation. Hey, bro,
installation, and then the refs to do it. They have to. Normally, they only pay for the refs to be on the field. Then they
Yeah,
got to
get
pay
like 3
extra for
more,
more
yeah.
refs. So
bro, if y'all
It
need
costs.
a loan, hit me up. I got you 30% interest. And you got 4 years to pay
it's
it off.
it's CONCACAF, bro. That's the type. I mean, you know what I mean. It's like the CONCACAF people will hate on their own players, bro.
They do.
It's
They
just
do.
the vibe
Hey,
that
you
they
know what?
do,
Fuck
bro.
the CONCACAF right now. We already talked about that with the international.
But Mendy
break.
did play prime
Yeah.
Navas, bro.
I
Prime
heard
now.
he had a really good
Just
game. bro.
amazing performance, and then Tuchel got on Lukaku's ass. He got subbed out. Was fucking letting him know some shit. I don't know what was said.
Bro, Tuchel is probably having the best moment of his career right now. So he's definitely feeling cocky.
He was
As he
giving,
should.
He was giving
As he should.
Lukaku an earful, bro. I was like surprised, like oh shit, like damn. You know, I don't know what exactly happened, but at
Welcome
the end
to
of the
the-
at the
welcome
end
to the
of
Premier League.
at the end of the day, we got off, survived, 1-0, 3 points at Chelsea. Big 3 points, back at the top of the league. Where
By
we
1
were-
point.
By 1 point under Liverpool. Back at the top of the league. This
Over Liverpool.
These are over Liverpool. These are the type of 3 points that champions need to get, bro. Dude, you don't have to. We got dominated. I'm not gonna lie. We got fucking dominated. But these are when you get dominated like that, you find a way to get 3 points, and that's how you fucking win.
These are
titles,
games
bro.
that win you
exactly. Exactly.
league.
Yeah,
That's the-
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
And bro,
the
this
thing,
this goes perfect with the quote that says, you know, you can do it on the nice fields in the Champions League with
Yeah.
the beautiful lights.
Yeah.
But whenever you got Brentford fucking knocking on your door, bro, Brentford want like, hey, let me into the pub, motherfucker.
Yeah, just like
I
that.
want to fucking drink.
Hey, you know, also, if I may add one last point on this game, bro, the atmosphere was amazing, bro. When
Football's
Brentford-
back.
But it was the entirety. Like, okay, we're coming from an MLS point of view, and then if you're still listening to us, good shit, the European section. Like, you know, every MLS has a supporter section. We have ours on the south side. It's a supporter section.
Ours
It
is
gets
the
lit.
most lit.
Ours is the most lit. The thing about over there in England, what I see is watching on TV. I'm not there, obviously. But, like, the whole, it's like supporter section, but it's everyone in the stadium.
Yeah.
When Brentford were going at it, it was like you could hear the crowd just like, yeah, when we're fucking. And then when they would kick it back, you could just
You would hear the-
They were feeding. Yeah, you would hear the applause whenever they got the ball back. You would hear the shoot. You would hear the corner kick. It was an applaud. You could just feel like the fans
energy.
feeding the players, giving the players extra energy to fucking continue. And look, unlucky for Brentford, bro. They couldn't get it done. Mendy, world class.
Hey,
3 points for Chelsea, top of the league.
Brentford aren't doing that bad for themselves. They're recently promoted, right?
Yeah,
if
they
I'm not
did.
mistaken.
First
And
time in the league in like
they're sitting in 9th place.
yeah.
First time in the league in the top flight in like 70 something years.
I see them staying, bro. I
See
see them
what I'm
staying.
saying?
At least
Huge bag if they stay.
Yeah,
Huge
bag.
I mean, that owner's probably just hoping to stay once, and he's probably content.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that was a Chelsea game. Obviously, I'm a Chelsea fan. I fucking love Chelsea.
No way. You're
So-
a Chelsea fan?
No
way.
When we do European talk here in the top flight, I'm gonna talk about the Chelsea game. So I'm encourage you, if you're a Chelsea fan, bro, come on, come and
Hey,
and
real quick,
fucking.
shout out to my boy Paul. Paul, the dude that we did the interview outside, and I was like, remember
Oh,
I asked him, I was like,
yeah,
what can
yeah,
Austin FC
yeah,
learn
yeah,
from
yeah,
Chelsea?
Paul, yeah,
And you were
yeah.
like, man, a lot. Shout out to
fucking
Paul.
Russian billionaire.
Shout out to Paul.
Shout out Paul. Shout out all the Chelsea fans. If you're listening to us and you're like, man, I love MLS. I don't really fuck with European side. Hey, watch the Chelsea games. Come on, become a Chelsea fan with me. You know what I mean? I'm down. You know what I'm saying? But I love the Premier League just as much as I love Chelsea. And another thing I want to point out in the Premier League is Salah, bro. Salah is literally the hottest player in the Premier League right
prime
now.
right now, bro.
He is
Yeah,
in
I was about to say
top form, bro.
Not
What
impressed.
What do you think of Salah, bro? You
Not impressed. Not impressed.
No, he's top form right
Bro,
now.
he
is in
top,
he's,
bro.
He's
Bro,
the player right
he
now.
I'm
is-
not
bro.
impressed.
You're-
Ever since he faked that shoulder injury with Ramos,
it
not
wasn't
impressed.
fake. Let's not get into this
I'm
right
not
now, bro,
impressed.
because
I'm
we'll
not
go on for
impressed.
30
Hey,
minutes,
You
bro.
fucking flopper. You fucking flopper. You
Hold on.
faker.
Ramos hurt him, bro.
Fucking
Come on.
faker. You fucking clipped Ramos' shoulder and you took yourself down. You Egyptian king. Get the fuck out of here,
Yeah.
bro.
But I just wanted to
Fuck
mention,
outta
we're not going to go in too much depth. Maybe in the future we'll be. But I just want to point out Salah is in top form.
Yeah, he's in
probably
top
the
form.
best player in the Premier League right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Really? Sancho isn't it? Sancho.
Oh my God, that's another
Bro,
problem with
that's
United,
another
bro.
problem.
That's another problem.
Sancho ain't turning up.
The thing is, you got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who is an unexperienced. Okay, the same shit was being talked about. Frank, like unexperienced, you can't deal with. But at least he can bring up youth. At least he knows how to deal with young players that are trying to make a name. He knows. He brought up Mason Mount. He brought up Tomori. He brought all these young academy players. Hudson Odoi. He
Tammy.
provided. You know, the thing with him was the opposite. The senior players won't fuck with him.
Yeah.
The young players wanted to play for them. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is like, what? He's not bringing the youth. He's not instilling Sancho. He can't deal with seniors players. So United, like I said, United have a squad. They have the money. They don't have the right coach.
Bro, if I may add to Ole Solskjaer's case,
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
I'm sorry if I butcher your name, Ole.
Ole.
Signing Ronaldo might have been the final coffin to his coffin. Final nail to his coffin. God damn it, Joshua. You got me traumatized. Signing Ronaldo might have been the final nail to Ole's coffin because Ronaldo is going to go to Ed Woodward. He's going to go to Alex Ferguson and use his connection. He's going to go to Rio Ferdinand and he's going to say, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. He already said it. If this team wants to win the Premier League, you have to mature. You got to stop making TikToks in the locker room, Pogba and Sancho. You got to be a fucking champion. You got to be Ronaldo's
Ole's
level.
not the guy,
It's
bro.
not the same United from back in the day.
Ole's
bro.
not the guy. And they have
Ronaldo's
going to
say something.
Yeah.
He's gonna say
have
something,
to, bro.
bro.
Ole's not the guy, bro. I mean, look what happened. You take a unexperienced legend from Chelsea and you boot him and you bring in a top quality best coach and look what happens. They win you the fucking Champions League. Now you got United, you got a legend, unexperienced. You bring someone with quality, with the talent that they have, they can make something happen, but they're not going to, bro.
Man
You have
United
some
has the
good-
back to hire
You
anybody.
have
too.
some good contenders, I was about to say. There's I heard Zidane, Conte link.
He needs to learn English.
Simeone. Imagine Simeone.
Ah,
at
hell
United.
nah. Hell nah. Simeone is a one-club guy. To instill...
One-trick pony.
Solo.
One trick to
Bro,
instill his ideology on a
He got a
club.
bag from
Oh,
Atleti.
my
He's also made them a bag. If we're being real.
He never brought the Orejona
Yeah,
home.
he never
Why
brought-
though?
he never
Why
brought
though?
home, bro.
Because of who? That's crazy, bro. Because of who?
Neighbors, bro.
That sucks.
And then, if I may add,
That
the last thing I
sucks.
want to bring up in the Premier League is the Newcastle takeover.
Yes.
We haven't get to spoken. I don't want to. We could literally have a 2-hour podcast on just
Bro,
that
Newcastle
alone.
sit in 19th.
Yeah,
man.
that's it. I got to
Relegation
watch
zone.
the game against
They need
Tottenham.
that owner, bro.
I got to watch the game against Tottenham, and the way that the fans received the new chairman, bro, was it shook me. The love, the applause for the new chairman, bro. The fans the idea of them becoming a superpower in world football for them is amazing, and I don't blame them, bro. But they need to survive this season, bro. They are currently sitting right above Norwich in second to bottom relegation zone, but the new owner is the Saudi Arabian prince, I believe, Salman, Mohammed Salman, I believe, Saudi Arabia prince, but $340 billion. I mean, like, he's richer than all the other Premier League owners combined and then some. So his wealth is like, you can't even fathom his wealth, right? So set the wealth aside. They pretty much won at FIFA. Like, let's say you're a manager at FIFA and there is no limit to, you can buy whatever the fuck you want, right? The only thing that keeps him from doing that is the FIFA Fair Play rules, right? That's the only thing that's gonna hinder his growth. Slow it down at least. But what I'm hearing is that he is, as soon as this window coming up in the winter, he is allowed $200 million to spend, bro. In the first window. I mean, they need to stay up in the Premier League this season. And by the looks of the table, they're going to be fighting for that fucking relegation,
it's looking tough for them, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, they're sitting.
So
pretty
another interesting point on Newcastle.
even.
I'm definitely going to keep my eye on them. Going to watch their games. Their games became interesting to me now. Before, it's just I could care less. But yeah.
Newcastle was hot whenever Santiago Muñez signed for them.
Was it like the 90s? They had a good run in the 90s, I
Nah,
believe.
bro, you know who
Oh,
that
no,
is?
you're talking about Galway.
Go the movie.
Yeah,
Go
I
the
was-
movie.
Yeah,
Go the
yeah,
movie.
yeah. Hey,
But-
badass movie when I was young, bro.
Yeah, great movie. That shit
hell
made
yeah.
me cry. That shit made me cry. Anything else you want to add on
That's
to the
it, man.
EPL, bro?
The EPL side. I mean, I'm a Chelsea fan. I'll talk. You know, we will be talking more European football as we go. But any other points you want to bring up, Primo?
I'm good on the EPL, bro. Just want to say,
Yeah.
Man United, get your
Yeah.
shit together.
Yeah.
Arsenal, you're in 12th. Tied against Crystal Palace today. Laka with the equalizer.
Yeah,
at the end.
today.
Yeah, bro. They were actually making fun of it. They were like, they were making fun of Laca's celebration, equalizer versus Crystal Palace. They were like, this is how you should celebrate when you play in the Champions League or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But whatever. Let's get into the top flight jet real quick. We're flying over to España, to La Liga, where it's a very weird season, bro. Barcelona sitting 7th. They just beat Valencia. Ansu Fati is like their main guy. Rayo Vallecano is in 6th. Osasuna's in 5th. Atleti sitting 4th. Sevilla in 3rd. Madrid, they have a game in, a lot of these teams have a game in hand, but they sit in 2nd with 17 points. And Real Sociedad, surprise, surprise, not really. They're a good team. With 9 matches played, they sit with 20 points and they lead the league right now. Although they do have one more game played than the 3 teams behind them. Real Madrid, bro, obviously, like B said, I'm the Real Madrid fan, so is Primo. Real Madrid ran out of times to fuck up.
Yeah.
They fucking ran out of times to mess up. And if they tie their next game, they're in 2nd place. Possibly could be 3rd because Sevilla
table.
and Atleti
Yep.
and Osasuna are tied for 2nd place.
Yeah.
Bro. It's very
tight
tight.
table.
And I don't know what you've seen so far from Real Madrid, bro, but the defense is in shambles, dog.
Yeah, it's a little with the I mean, the 5 Pirates there with Big Benz, Vini.
Balón de Oro.
I saw that. I saw Zidane say that Benzema deserved that.
Yeah, but
Come on.
He kind of does, bro. He
He
kind of
does,
does.
but
but
look.
the way it goes, bro.
Do you know how they give the Ballon d'Or?
It's based on a different time frame.
achievements in a different time frame. Exactly.
Yeah. It's not Benzema's time frame
Bro,
right
come
now.
on. Come on, right now. So you think by right now, Benzema's the guy?
If we're like this
Right
time
now,
frame
right now,
yeah,
right
I think he's the guy.
I think Salah's the guy, bro.
No,
I think
don't
Salah
so.
is the hottest player
You know,
right now.
You know why Benzema trumps him over?
Why
Why
is
he
that?
trumps him? Because what the cup they just won, what was it? Not the Nations League, but the one that where France just beat Spain.
The Nations League. The Nations League. Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Benzema inspired that
Yeah, I guess.
with
I
the
mean,
golazo. If anybody
That's
score,
true.
if anybody else scores that goal, golazo, Messi, Dios, Ronaldo, Dios. But because it's Benzema, a player that kind of has a low profile, kind of very quiet, very
because he
stylish,
plays for Real Madrid too.
because he
Yeah.
plays for Real
The
Madrid.
villains of the football world.
And honestly, bro, Benzema has never really had a good PR team behind him. He's not about that.
and he's never gotten the props that he deserved because the amount of years that he spent at Real Madrid, the amount of years that he
Decade.
puts in
A
behind the
decade.
scenes when Ronaldo was there, just straight numbers, bro. Every single time, big respect to Benzema.
Bro, think of all the great forwards that have played for Real Madrid. Michael Owen, Nazario. You've had many key forwards playing for Real Madrid. Historically great forwards. Too many to name. Benzema has outlasted every single one of them. And if I'm not mistaken, he sits number 3 in the all-time Champions League scoring list, bro. He beat Van Nistelrooy. He beat Raul. It's Ronaldo, Messi, Benzema. I think Lewandowski's up there too.
Lewandowski's somewhere in there with Benzema.
I think so.
really
Yeah.
close.
Lewa's been coming up. Lewa's
Lewa's
also there
He's a
too, bro.
contender, bro.
Lewa's another guy.
I mean, I feel like if they give him the Ballon d'Or, nobody would say anything because he deserved it when the pandemic hit.
yeah.
That
They
Ballon
gave him a
d'Or,
Lego Ballon de Oro. The disrespect.
Fuckins.
You should have just kept it. You should have just kept the Lego Ballon de Oro.
Oh,
Hose, bro. Why would
But
you
yeah.
do that to him? But, not much to report in La Liga this week.
Clásico coming up.
Next
Clásico
week.
coming
Next
up.
week is
Clásico
going to be
coming up.
interesting. You're going to have Depay and Ansu Fati versus Vinicius and Benzema.
I'm curious about how the ratings might be. 'Cause
It's gonna be
Messi,
very
no
interesting.
Ronaldo.
It's going to be very the first Clásico in a long time without Messi, Ronaldo, bro. It's going to be really weird. It's going to be a different vibe. But, times change and people have to move on. And it's a new era in Spain. And it's up for grabs, the power. It's up for
Yeah.
grabs right now.
Yeah.
I honestly, as a Real Madrid fan and as a non-biased fan, I'm going to give you an honest side, bro. I think Real Madrid should win this game. Real Madrid, I think they come in better, not
They're the
necessarily
better
better
team, I
form.
think.
They are the better
I mean,
team.
yeah.
Barcelona
Yeah,
has
Barca
their own
is in
struggles.
shambles.
But
Barca is in shambles.
They just beat
yeah.
Valencia 3-1. So, whatever. We'll see what happens next week.
It's just so crazy how they have dominated European football, the Spain clubs, and to see them where
Yeah.
they're at now, it's fucking feels great.
It happens. Italy was once up there. Italy was once up there, and
Italy
then
was up there.
they're down. I remember Inter, AC Milan. They had good years. Then they hit the fucking rust, and then the rise of Spain, the fall of Spain, and then England comes in, and England's always good.
Yeah.
England's always good. They come in and out of the scene or whatever, but it's fun to see how it's gonna play out. We got some Champions League action coming up.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. We as we're only like 27, 29 episodes in, I believe, 28. We're currently growing. You know, we're getting better at this podcast. You know, podcasting. We would love. I mean, we could go on for 2-3 hours talk about so many things I want to do. But
We gotta go to bed.
Yeah, we're in a little bit of a time crunch, and then we do have some big Champions League games coming up tomorrow and Wednesday. The biggest game is I personally think is Liverpool Atletico. We got Manchester United against Atalanta and Sheriff against Inter. Those are like the marquee games that
Sheriff's hype.
yeah,
Sheriff's hype.
the reason why is because they're in such a good run that people are keeping an eye on them.
And
now.
because there's some fucking delinquents.
If they win and I see those fucking memes,
Yeah,
again,
I low
bro.
key want them to win, bro.
They're not gonna win.
Just because of the story.
They're not
you know
gonna
what I
fucking
mean?
win shit.
No, I mean win the game. I wanted to see them in at least in the round of 16, which
They're gonna win their
they're
train
in
fare.
very good position to do so. So
That'll be fun.
I'm gonna send them to
I
Squid
mean,
Games.
We're gonna, this podcast we talk about Austin FC is where we're from, is the club that we support, is the city that we live in, and we do want to bring European action to this podcast, and we're in a time crunch, so we're kind of skimming through a little bit.
What, skimming through or whatever. We gotta also mention there's some big games coming up in Serie A. You have
yes.
Juventus, or if I'm not mistaken,
Fair
it's
enough.
Inter against Juventus, no? I think it's Inter Juventus, and I think
Juventus just beat Roma 1-0.
yeah, and they're on a they're
And
like on a
win
6-game
streak,
run,
Yeah,
and then Marseille is gonna play PSG.
yeah.
If that's a really good game right there, you're gonna Messi, Neymar, Mbappe, they haven't really been up to par yet, and I think if I'm not mistaken, Ramos is gonna finally make
he's
his
gonna make
debut.
That's good.
Yep.
Now, I was thinking back, a couple days ago, I was thinking, man, Ramos is really going to make his debut. Maybe re-signing him for Real Madrid at this age, not a bad idea, bro.
Yeah.
I fucking love the guy. You guys know I love him. I had that one
That's your
moment
boy.
where I slammed my journal defending Ramos,
Slam your Mac,
and I will defend him to the day that I die. But
and I'll keep criticizing him, bro.
maybe sometimes if you love something, you just
I
gotta
like
let
it.
it go.
See,
Gotta move on.
Just gotta let it go if you love something sometimes, And Ramos, I love you, bro. You were fantastic. That jersey right there in the front, shout out to my boy Neftali. He gave us some sick shit.
Hey, shout out to
England
Neftali,
jersey
for real.
on the bottom. Real Madrid classic CMS Mobile. This is from 2004, 2005. When I first got into Real Madrid as a fan, I bought my first FIFA. My dad bought it for me with my PS2 in GameStop in Highland Mall by the food court in the second
Mall.
floor. I don't know if you guys remember. Maybe not because you're not Austin natives.
Yeah.
Uh,
yeah.
But-
Full Copa Texas, right?
But Sergio Ramos came to Real Madrid shortly after this jersey, bro.
Yeah.
And thank you, Ramos. I love you, bro. But if you're barely making your debut for PSG, maybe it was better to let you go.
Well, I mean, can I counter that a little bit?
Go ahead.
PSG season doesn't technically. I mean, it doesn't technically start till the round of 16 of the Champions League, to be honest, bro. So he's
They're
kind of
good.
he's almost early. He's almost kind of early. PSG, the league, it's garbage. The group,
Not even ranked top 5.
They're not even ranked top 5 anymore. In the group, they're gonna get out of it. So season starts for them round of 16.
We'll see.
We'll see. But yeah.
We'll see. But on that note, Primo, you have anything else you want to add to the pod, brother?
Nothing too much. There was this real quick.
Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead,
The floor is
go ahead,
yours,
go
bro.
ahead,
The
go
floor is yours.
Serie A, since we're kind of into it. There's this little story of it was Lazio versus Napoli. I don't know if y'all saw it. And,
Bro, Primo is like our
Lazio won.
Serie
right?
A guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro,
Lazio
Primo
won.
always brings in the last minute Serie A
So
shit.
Angel Correa, he's on loan
From Atleti.
from Lazio, and he's at Inter.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Angel
You're right.
Correa, he's the forward.
Yeah.
His buddy at Lazio, what's his name? Something Felipe Luis, I think, something like that. After the game, Lazio wins. He goes, jumps on his buddy,
Oh
Angel Correa's
yeah, I
back.
saw that.
and the dude got mad because, he was taking it as a joke, we're friends. I just beat you, haha,
Yeah.
Angel Correa gets mad, throws him the elbow. He's like, dude, what the fuck? Red card, Felipe Luis.
Dude, I saw
bro.
that.
And it
The
started
guy's
like
on
a
his
whole
back.
commotion.
Hey,
Yeah.
but,
The guy's on
hey,
his
I'm on the guys that you scored on
Yeah,
me.
bro.
I know we're homies, but bro,
What do you expect?
What do you
Fucking
expect,
my
celebrate.
boy?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
off
get
me,
the
bro.
fuck off
like
me.
if you scored on me,
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
bro.
like, bro, I know Primo, you my boy, but come on, bro, I'm trying to win this
Hey,
game.
don't even
Whole
do that.
promotion.
Don't even do that shit to me in La Liga Verde, because that shit might pop off. Hey, but on that note, we're gonna end the Top Flight podcast. Shout out to my boy Primo for ending it on that funny ass note. Wanda And what's his
Icardi, they'll work it out.
Icardi,
They'll
work it out.
They'll
Work it out for us. Icardi and Wanda, work it out.
Work it out,
We're
brother.
fucking dying out here because you guys are single. We care so much, and keep posting, please. Fuck off. This has been the Top Flight Podcast, guys. Thank you very much. Shout out to Club Deportes for the production.
sir.
You'll see us soon. We ain't going anywhere. We're Austin TV Top Flight Podcast. You already know. Let's get it.